Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday morning at Mountain Vista Unitarian Universalist Congregation. We are so happy you're here. Everyone here in person with us, everybody watching us online, joining us both live now, and those of you that's somewhere in the future, no matter where you are or when you are, we're glad you're here with us. So, thank you for joining us. I'm Chris Tackett, I'm your music director, and normally I don't get to talk as much as I'm going to talk this morning, but in large part that's because the Reverend Matthew Funk Crary, our normal settled minister, is off for a well-deserved couple of weeks of time off. Among other things, he's moving house and got some other planning and work to do, so it's going to be a busy summer for him. So he's taking a couple weeks off here and there with us. I'm here with you this morning with two of our Pastoral Associates, the fabulous Summer Addy and the incredible Robin Bousell, who helped us put together the service this morning. All the beautiful parts of the service that worked out today are their work. All the bumpy parts that don't quite work are probably my work, so thank you for that. We are also enriched by an incredible team of volunteers and of people who help us behind the scenes all the time. I especially want to thank, we have Ann, Alex, Ann, Chuck, and Robin in the back helping us with AV this morning. Wonderful to have you all here, and also all the wonderful people who help us with, I saw Pi earlier this morning helping us putting together, you're here, there you are, helping us put together snacks and food for after the service. Like I said, we're glad you're here. You're very welcome to be here. This morning is our service, our celebration of joys and sorrows, and believe me, we'll have plenty more to say about that at a little bit later in the service. Normally, most weeks, we only do a quick through joys and sorrows because we have the blessed problem of having grown so much that if we do our joys and sorrows at everything, all of our services would quickly become all about the joys and sorrows, which we need. We still need once in a while. So we have services like this every other month that we get together and share them more deeply. I'm standing up here in part because my brain isn't quite sure of what I want to do for Prelude. Always part of the fun of doing something like this is not knowing for certain what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do a song from the 1930s. Interesting song from a composer, Ralph Ranger. Come on, there you go. And lyrics by Dorothy Parker. Y'all know Dorothy Parker? If you don't, you should go look her up because she's famous and a lot of fun. She's the one who wrote the famous line. She wrote a whole lot of very famous epigrams, although she wrote some longer form things too. But her most famous one is probably Men Don't Make Passes at Girls That Wear Glasses. And she was famously a member of the Algonquin Round Table at the Algonquin Hotel in New York City, a collection of some of the smartest writers and thinkers in New York City in the 20s and 30s. She didn't write a whole lot of songs, but this is one of them. I Wished on the Moon. Wished on the moon for more than I ever knew. A sweeter rose, a softer sky, an April day that would not dance away. I begged of a star to throw me a beam or two. Wished on a star and asked for a dream or two. I looked for every loveliness, it all I wished on the moon for you. I begged of a star to throw me a beam or two. Wished on a star and asked for a dream or two. I looked for every loveliness, it all came true. I wished on the moon for you. I wished on the moon for you.
Good morning, everyone. Today's chalice lighting is In Remembrance and in Hope by Dale Hudson. This is a house of reflection and contemplation, of joy and sorrow, friendship and laughter. We light this chalice in remembrance of what we have been and in the hope of what we may become. Thank you, and blessed be.
And well, since I'm standing here, would you all stand with me and join in singing Gathered Here? This is a common one that we sing quite a bit, and we know it pretty well. So let's sing it through once all together to make sure we're reviewed and we know how it goes. Julie's going to give me a hand here. And then we'll break into parts. So this over here, my east side, is group number 1. And this over here, Julie's side, the west side, is group number 2. So we'll sing it through once, then we'll sing it through twice in round after that. And I also just realized as my phone went bzz, bzz in my pocket, did y'all remember to?
Yes, sir.
Like I didn't? So all together, gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit,
Draw near.
group 1, and the hour,
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle
one more
and the
time,
power,
and
Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the
repeat
struggle
that last
and
phrase,
the power.
and
Spirit, draw near.
just that last phrase.
Spirit, draw near.
One more time, and
Spirit, draw near.
thank you. Oh, it's me again. I helped put this thing together and somehow didn't realize that we were, it's so me heavy this morning. I am thrilled to work all through the year with this incredible collection of people. That's your cue. our wonderful Mountain Vista UU choir. Yes, please, come on. By all rights, a church this size should have a choir of about 6. With the number of people we have as members and the size of our church, I would expect to have a choir of 6 to 8. And that is definitely not the case. Even though a number of our members have traveled further north for the season, for the year, we still have this amazing bunch, and I am incredibly grateful. Thank you. Yeah, come on. Because it's a church service and not a performance, I don't get the chance to do a brand new car motions after every time they sing, but believe me, I really want to. We sing a wide variety of things. We've had fun singing from movies, from shows, from Broadway shows, from pop music, from classical repertoire. We cover the whole gamut. It's one of the great joys of working and singing with the Unitarian Universalist Church. We get to go all the way through so many different types of music. And here's one that I don't think we've covered quite yet this year. 1960s pop folk, Joni Mitchell and her great song, Big Yellow Taxi, in a beautiful arrangement by Greg Gilpin. I only found out recently, because the song has some indistinguishable things. Somebody found and turned me on to a list of what all the various parts of the song mean. I didn't know that in Toronto, where Joni was living at the time she wrote this song, Big Yellow Taxi is not a cab company. It's what some of the police cars were called when they came to collect people to take them to arrest them. Kind of changes the meaning of one of the verses. So think of that. This great choir, music by Joni Mitchell, and you can turn me off.
definitely puts a different meaning to the song. Thank you. Thank you. Today's reading is by Lebanese-American poet Khalil Gibran, born 1883, passed away 1931. The poem, the reading, has a special meaning to me as it's something that my mom is who introduced me to Khalil Gibran. And so every time I read any of his works, I think of her, and there's that duality of both joy and sorrow. Then a woman said, "Speak to us of joy and sorrow." And he answered, "Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the self-same well from which your laughter arises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? And is not the lute that soothes your spirit the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. And when you are sorrowful, look again into your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Some of you say, joy is greater than sorrow, and others say, nay, sorrow is the greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and when one sits alone with you at your board, remember that the other is asleep upon your bed. Verily you are suspended like scales between your sorrow and your joy. Only when you are empty are you at standstill and balanced. When the treasure keeper lifts you to weigh his gold and his silver, needs must your joy or your sorrow rise or fall. Thank you.
Some days we are filled with joy. Other days sorrow weighs us down. Some days that balance changes moment to moment, minute to minute. Some of us even second to second, it feels like. And I love the image from that reading. When one of them sits alone with you at the table, the other is asleep on your bed. That is such a deep reading. Would you come back up? I'd like Summer to come back up and read it for you again. And listen. Listen carefully.
And then a woman said, "Speak to us of joy and sorrow." And he answered, "Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the selfsame well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? And is not the lute that soothes your spirit the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again into your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Some of you say, joy is greater than sorrow, and others say, nay, sorrow is the greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and when one sits alone with you at your board, remember that the other is asleep upon your bed. Verily you are suspended, like scales between your sorrow and your joy. Only when you are empty are you at standstill and balanced. When the treasure keeper lifts you to weigh his gold and his silver, needs must your joy or your sorrow rise or fall."
You? It's always a great joy to be able to sing and work with this choir. One of the reasons I love working with choirs, and I've directed many of them over the years, both for churches and synagogues and community choirs and art choirs and symphony choirs and symphony orchestras and bands and all that, is it takes a community to make a choir. You see a group of people up here who, some of them have absolutely gorgeous solo voices. Many of them do not. And you know what? That's wonderful. Because all of these people have something to share. We have people over here who sing soprano, who have lovely, lovely voices, but they can't sing the notes these guys over here sing. Likewise, these guys can't sing the notes they sing, and so forth and so on, all around the room. If you come to me and say, well, I've only got about 3 notes right here, okay, you can slot in right over here. I've got these notes. Well, that means you go over here. And it's through all of us working together that we make a choir sing. I need these people to sing with me and to sing for you. I can sing a little, but I need these people to make a choir. We need the community. And no one person has to do it all. No one person can do it all. That's why we're all here like this. And I'm actually going to jump in and sing with them. Like you said, we have some people who have gone to further northern climes for this time of year. So I'm going to jump in and help with that. Turn my microphone off. Here we go.
Do not leave your cares at the door. Do not leave them there when you come into this place. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. And do not leave your cares at the door. Bring your pain and sorrow and joy. There's a place for them upon the altar of life. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. And do not leave your cares at the door. This is a place of grace, a place of losing and finding our way upon the winding road, needing and parting, stumbling and starting over.
Every story is sacred here, even yours, even yours.
So come on in and do not leave your cares at the door. Do not leave them there when you come into this place. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. And do not leave your cares at the door. Oh, bring your pain and sorrow and joy. There's a place for them upon the altar of life. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. And do not leave your cares at the door. This is a place of grace, a place of losing and finding your way upon the winding road, meeting and parting, stumbling and starting over.
Every story is sacred here, even yours, even yours.
So come on in and do not leave your cares at the door. Do not leave them there when you come into this place. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. Come in and do not leave your cares at the door. Amen. Amen.
your turn. I get to sit down for a moment.
Oh, it's always fun to pull multiple hats in one day. Interdependence, migration, labor, pride, resilience, joy, radical, racial equity, feminism, earth, peace, reparation. No, this is not a spelling bee. As many of you know, and maybe some new faces are not familiar, a lot of liturgical resources and seasonal themes come from places that have 4 distinct seasons. We don't have those here. In the Sonoran Desert, our experience of the year is very different. Our rhythms follow a unique pattern shaped by the desert itself, the cycles of dryness, heat, wind, monsoons, and renewal. And to honor that, a few years ago, a group came together to develop what we call DRY, the Desert Ritual Year. Now, this is a set of spiritual and seasonal themes created specifically for those of us living here in the desert. These themes help us ground in worship, reflection, and community life in the place we actually live and in the cycles we actually experience. So we are entering year 3, which is the 3rd year of the cycle. It's only a 3-year cycle, is what I mean to say. So we're hoping to bring you all a little bit more into the process as we shape our services and work with these themes through the next year. So you may have noticed, and if not, I hope you will explore, that there are now several very large Post-its, some up in the front, some out in the oasis. These Post-its have the words that I just read to you on them. What we want you to do, you'll find some markers and some Post-it notes nearby, if not directly underneath them. Check a windowsill or check a counter. They're nearby. And we want you to write your thoughts, your questions, songs, anything that inspires you or moves you about the topic, or even, I don't even know what the heck this word means. Anything is welcome. This is not a quiz. It's not a test to know what you know and what you don't know. This is just a chance for us on the Pastoral Associate team, along with Reverend Matthew and of course Chris, to gather from you what really stands out to you about these themes, or what you want to dig into more, so that we can work together to craft this next year of services. So they'll be up today, the next couple Sundays, and then I think June 22nd, June 22nd-ish, we're going to have a service where we bring back all the information we've gathered and kind of talk about what we're going to do with it from there. So please, 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 pick up a marker, pick up a Post-it, get out there and write all over those things. If there's any blank space left on the paper, fill it. Thank you.
Yeah, Dry started a couple of years ago when we were looking at the thing, and all this beautiful stuff about the glory of spring. And we're like, it's already May in Tucson. It's dirt and hot. It's very clear the UUA mothership is in Boston, a beautiful green and verdant place, and about as far away from here as you can possibly get in so many ways. So yes, please come and be a part as we plan the upcoming year. Come and be a part of it. I always welcome song suggestions. I always welcome suggestions for music. I can't promise I'll do it, but I always want to hear what's on your mind and what people want to hear from us. So you're always free to drop me a note, drop me an email, write me a postcard, anything. You're always welcome to submit. Now it's your turn to sing again. I'm going to ask Julie to come up and give us a hand. Since Joel is still away, Joel and Grace are off on a lovely vacation. I hope some of you have been following them on Facebook. They've been in beautiful, beautiful places, and I'll let them tell you all about it when they get back. I'd like to close out the service, though. The last thing for us all together today is number 311, Let It Be a Dance. Beautiful song by Rick Maston And if all of a sudden you feel like being carried off with the spirit of dance, don't let me stop you. There's plenty of room. Let's rise and sing.
Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let a dancing song be heard. Play the music, say the words, and fill the sky with sailing birds. Let it be a dance, let it be a dance, let it be a dance. Learn to follow, learn to lead. Feel the rhythm, feel the need. To reap the harvest, plant the seed. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Everybody turn and spin. Let your body learn to bend. And like a willow in the wind, let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. A child his father old must die. A time for joy, a time to cry. Take it as it passes by. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Morning star comes out at night. Without the dark there is no light. If nothing's wrong, then nothing's right. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let the sunshine, let it rain. Share the laughter, bear the pain. Take it and then go again. Let it be a dance.
I always look forward to Joys and Sorrows every other month. It gives me a chance to hear more about what's going on in everyone else's lives on a different level. And so thank you for coming here. Thank you for speaking. Thank you for holding space for those of you who have spoken. We are a community founded in love. And today, after service, there will be some hospitality with coffee and some snacks out on the patio, so please join us afterwards. As we walk through those doors, there will be 2 baskets, one wooden bowl for the works of this congregation, and the other with our monthly recipient, which is Children's Action Network. You know, every month we have a nonprofit that we contribute to, and so anything you give today towards that woven basket will go towards them at the end of the month. Children's Action Alliance is an independent voice for Arizona children, and this, you know, in terms of creating policy that will help the needs of children, and they advocate at the state capitol and in community. So anything you give will be much appreciated. Don't fear the future, Wednesday emails. So starting this month and going forward, we'll be sending out a regular Wednesday email about the justice action that our congregation is participating in our broader community. This will include boycotts, protests, other actions that members of our congregation are organizing around. So please contact Reverend Matthew if you have something that you would like to submit to these emails that can be shared with the congregation. So, OWL. How many of you here are familiar with OWL? Our Whole Lives. Excellent. It's a sexuality program that for stages of life from 5 to 95 years old. Did you know that we offer honest, age-appropriate sex ed classes at MVUU? And do you know that there are over 7 different programs available specifically designed for all of those stages of life? And so are you or someone you know interested in taking Our Whole Lives sex ed classes? We welcome everyone. Grandchildren, parents, relatives, neighbors, friends, community members, and all others. And so our OWL facilitators, of which I am one, and we are also looking for people who would like to be trained as an OWL facilitator, are working hard to offer classes that are right for you. And so we'll be planning our upcoming OWL classes this summer and need your input. So please let us know which classes you might be interested in by completing the survey found in the newsletter, flyers in the Oasis room during coffee hour, or come talk to Stacy Sosa, who is our religious ed director, directly. And so filling out the form does not automatically register for classes, so don't worry. But we do ask that if you fill it out, if you are seriously interested. And we're trying to gauge the interest in our program, which sections to offer, and when to offer it in a time that works for you. And so.
I'd like to double highlight that, just to be clear, there is an OWL unit for everyone from 5 to until it's no longer an issue. So for adults, there is an adult unit that is very good and very worth taking and very worthwhile for everyone. So please come, fill out the survey, and let's see what we can offer.
Thank you. Congregational meeting. So I am making this announcement not just as the PA today, but also a different hat as a member of the nominating committee. So the election for the proposed slate of board and elected committee positions will be held on June 8th, 2025 at the annual congregational meeting. If you are unable to attend in person, we do have absentee ballots available today, which include instructions for returning your response. You are also welcome to contact Stephanie Morales, our MVU administrator, and she will send you a ballot electronically. Mailed-in ballots will be due by 5 p.m. on June 5th, 2025. And then for those of you who will be at service on Sunday but cannot attend the actual meeting, you can also get an absentee ballot at that time. Tom Sawyer, another member of the nominating committee, and myself will be at a table afterwards, and we can give you an absentee ballot at that time if you choose to get one. And so, thank you. I feel that's it in terms of announcements. And so, closing and going forth. I love the byplay.
Sorry. We've taken to gathering at the table the people who participated in the service this morning. Would you join us as well, too, please? Just come on up here.
Today's closing is The Guest House by Rumi. This, being human, is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows, who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond.
I'd like to play one last song for you this morning. It's a piece by a young trumpet player named Clifford Brown. Beautiful piece called Joy Spring. And not terribly long after writing and recording this beautiful piece, he was killed in a car accident on an icy patch of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. So Clifford Brown's Joy Spring.